Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us today to this webinar that will show you how you can unify your retail experience with Odoo e-commerce and point of sales integration. My name is Simon, I'm a website expert here at Odoo, and today I am with Hermine. Hello Hermine, how are you?
Hi Simon, I'm good and you?
I'm very good, I'm very happy to have you with me today. You're part of the point of sales expertise, if that's right. I think
that's
right.
exact.
That's exact. Okay, perfect. And I'm very happy that today we're going to be able to combine both of our expertise for this webinar. Okay, guys, here is the very truth. Nowadays, customers really expect a seamless and unified shopping journey across all sales channels. So whether they are browsing on the website, going to the stores, engaging on social media, they really want to have the same level of convenience. Well, that's going to be our challenge for today. So how can we deliver a seamless omnichannel experience to our customer with Odoo? Well, as you probably know, or maybe not yet, the biggest strength of Odoo is the integration between all of its applications. So indeed, all the Odoo applications are able to communicate with each other and to interact. That will spare us, make our life way easier and save us a lot of time. And so for today's challenge, which is the omnichannel channel experience, we're gonna take part of the e-commerce, point of sales, and inventory integration. Here are the 4 flows of today. So the first one is gonna be, okay, we're gonna start selling online, we're gonna implement the reward program, and then we're gonna streamline the delivery process. After this, with Hermine, we're gonna open physical stores and start selling. Then we're gonna see how we can implement click and collect in order to drive traffic to our physical stores. And then we'll see how we can handle returns and see if we can give a gift card to our customer and across all sales channels. Well, the business of today is going to be Odoo style. So it's a company, an online business that is selling mainly Odoo clothes on his website. So what I propose here is that we start selling online.
Yes,
if that's
let's
okay
go
for you.
ahead.
Yeah, okay,
It
perfect.
would be interesting to see how we can easily launch an e-commerce.
I completely agree. Well, this is the website here, and today I have very good news. I actually just received the new summer collection of Odoo. So I have a new t-shirt here, and what I'll propose is that we start creating this product and we publish it online so that our customer can buy it. So let's do that all together. In order to create a new product, I just have to click on plus new and create on a new product. The name for today is gonna be quite basic, but let's go for Odoo Polo. I'm gonna put the color also inside directly, purple. I'm gonna set the barcode. I wanna track the inventory. Sales price today is gonna be a bit expensive, so maybe go for 55 euro. Here I wanna also add the website e-commerce category because I wanna put this in the summer collection and t-shirt. Now I can click on save, and here Odoo has automatically created my product page. If I can click on save, here what I also want to do is to add additional information. First thing I actually forgot is to add a picture. So if I go to my desktop, I shall have a Odoo Polo picture. Very good. I just want to see, okay, the inventory is going to be automatically tracked. Now what I would like to do is to say to Odoo how many quantities I do have for this product. So if I go on hand quantity, I'm going to add new stock. And for today, I say that I have 10 on hand. Perfect. Very good. And now, since we have connected an IoT system to our product label printer, I'm able to print the label. So if I click on print the label, I'm going to select the right format, and I can click on confirm. And you don't see it, but actually our printer has printed our product label. And then I can just, if I can detach it, I can just then put it on my product. Very well. Okay, now everything seems properly configured. What I suggest is that we see how a customer can buy this product. There is also one thing that I forgot is behind this, we have configured a loyalty program. So if I go on my website and I go here on the discount and loyalty, we currently have a loyalty program running. And what is this loyalty program doing? It's just quite basic, but it means that, okay, every time a customer is spending €1, he's gonna receive 1 point. And then with all these points, he will be able to access rewards. So here, for the moment, it's just going to be, okay, you can have a €5 rewards in exchange of 50 points. Okay, so now that it's configured, let's try purchasing this product.
Great. That was quite fast, actually.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Here, it's a little tips, actually. We have a banner here that we couldn't see, actually, when I was here on my website over here. And why? It's because there is a visibility condition in order to only make it available for people that are not connected yet. Indeed, what we want to do is to motivate the customer to create an Odoo account. So here I can see that, okay, if I create an Odoo style account, I will be able to earn loyalty points. So let's create a new account altogether. So my name for today is going to be, what can we say, Juliette, maybe? Let's go for Juliette. It's the email address, sorry. Up. Juliette, example.com, and setting Juliette's password. Very nice. Okay, so now that I have an account, I can jump into the summer collection and find my Odoo Polo over here. I have 10 quantity stocks and I want to buy it. So let's click on add to cart. I can go to the checkout. I have to set an address, obviously. It's going to be like this and click on save. Yeah, indeed. That's a good point. I actually forgot something. I forgot to add a weight to the product. So if I go back to my product, I search for my polo, I go into the inventory here, and it's quite low. I'm going to put it like this. So why did we have this, this message? It's actually because with Odoo, we are able to be connected with many shipping carriers. And here we have decided to connect bpost in order to automatically calculate the shipping cost. And you will see also how it's going to help us for the shipping process. So here we have €6, a bit more than €6 for the shipping cost. I can click on confirm. And here, also with Odoo, we are able to be connected with many payment method and payment providers. Here for the demo, I've decided to go with Stripe. We have a little warning icon, I would say, just because we are in test mode. But so if I wasn't in test mode, the customer could pay with bank contact and Visa card and many more. Here, I'm going to go for this. We can see here that it has been secured by Stripe, and Stripe is providing fake card that I'm going to try for today. Perfect. I can click on pay now. And now the payment is going to be processed. So my payment has been fully processed. And Odoo is going to tell me, OK, thank you for my order. Here is the order that has been generated. So the order reference. If I go back within the backend, and I go into my website, eCommerce, order, I can see that I have one here from Odoo Juliette, that has been fully invoiced. So indeed, the payment has been processed and the invoice has also been automatically generated. On top of that, what can we see? We can see that here, in terms of issue point, this purchase has made Juliette earn 55 points. This is also something that she can see from his portal here. So you can see is her 55 loyalty point. And we can already see that some reward is waiting for her. But we'll see that later. So now, directly from this confirmed sale order, I have the invoice and I have the delivery. So if I click on delivery, Odoo has automatically reserved one item of this Odoo Polo. And thanks to the fact that I'm connected with bpost, if I hit validate, something is going to, a bit of magic is going to happening. Very well. So what do we have? We have automatically the shipping label and the tracking number that has been automatically generated. So if I click here, I do have the bpost shipping label with the little Odoo style icon. But on top of this, you also saw that something popped up, and indeed we have automatically printed the shipping label over here. So now I just have to, find a box, put the t-shirt in it, put the shipping label in, on top of it, and we are ready to send it. And I think that's it. I think we just managed to make a a sales via our website quite easily. So now that we have an up and running website, what if we decided to open like 2 pop-up stores in order to also sell physically?
Indeed, Simon, that would be a great step actually. So what you need to know to create point of sales, I'm going to explain, but of course what you would need to do is first to download the point of sales app.
Okay.
Once you have the app, you have a few steps to do. Now you are going to create, of course, if you have 2 pop-up stores, you're going to create 2 point of sales, so 1 per location basically. And I'm just giving this with you today, but if in one store you have 2 cash drawers, in this sense, you would need to create 2 point of sales, basically, so you can actually track the opening and closing amounts of each cash drawer. So that's a bit of a thing to know. And of course, depending on the devices you're using as well, if you're using a printer directly connected to the POS, then you would need to create one as well. So in this case, we're just going to create 2 point of sales. Before doing that, I'm going to create the stock of those point of sales, so 2 warehouses, so 1 per point of sale. And you will see why I'm going to do that. So here I'm going to create the warehouse for Brussels or Brussels shop, here with a reference. And then I'm going to also create the one for Louvain-la-Neuve. Let me just put here the right address that we have previously created with the location of our Brussels shop. And I'm creating a second one here for the Louvain-la-Neuve shop. And again, I'm linking the right address. So here we have our 2 shops. What's interesting here is that you can also resupply from one shop to another. If you have a central warehouse, you can also create those resupply routes, which is quite interesting. And if you go here into the overview and you actually group by warehouse, you will see now that each shop has its receipts operations, its internal transfers, deliveries, and post-order operation. Now the last one is created when you have the POS app that's installed, and it's basically a delivery operation type. So if you check here, you will see that it's a delivery type, but what's different from the delivery one that you're used to is that we have no reservation mechanism, which makes sense as in the POS we actually deliver products usually immediately to the client. Now what you can also see here is that we can define a source location, so where the stock is decreased when we actually do a sale. Okay, so that's very interesting to know. So now that we have our 2 warehouses, what I will do is actually check my payment method. So I'm going back into my point of sales app, and I'm going here in my payment methods, and I can see I have already a few that are created. So I have one card payment type that you can, of course, connect with a payment terminal. Okay. We have a few integrations there, so you can check if one of them would suit your needs. And of course, it's linked to a journal type. Then we have the customer account. This allows people to actually pay on credit, which could be used as well. And then we have our cash payment methods that are, of course, linked to a cash journal for each shop. So each cash drawer has its own cash method. Okay, like I said, it's to track the opening and closing amounts of the point of sales. Great. So now that I have that, I can actually go ahead and create my point of sale. So here you can see we have none for the moment. So I will go into my configurations, because I don't want to use the demo data that Odoo provides. And I'm going to create the shop for Brussels. And I'm going to create the one for Louvain-la-Neuve. Of course, that's insufficient. We still need to do a few other configurations. So what you can see here is that we, of course, have here the different cash methods, the card. Let me add maybe the customer account as well. So here we have our payment methods. If I go down, another interesting option to activate, because we're going to use it, are the promotion programs. I'm not sure where they are. Let me just search. I
think it's in discount and loyalty, but
yes, indeed. Yeah, so it's actually here and it's activated already. Now, that's one thing. Now, another thing that's very, very important, for each point of sale, you actually need to link the right warehouse. So remember, we actually define the source location where the stock is going to be taken from. So here I'm in the Louvain-la-Neuve shop. So I just need to take the right post order operation type, basically. So here it's that one. So the stock is correctly set up here for the shop in Brussels. And I also have the inventory management here that's in real time, meaning the stock is going to immediately be updated after each sale, which is very interesting if you want to link, the shops after.
Just here it's Louvain-la-Neuve, I think. It's not
So here it's Louvain-la-Neuve.
Yeah, okay, it's perfect, because you just said Brussels, but it's fine.
And then I can do the same for Brussels. Of course, I need to save the changes here. So let's go on the Brussels shop. Let's add indeed here the different payment methods. Let's make sure the promotions are activated as well. And like I said here, we are going to link the right operation type. And of course, you have some hardware to connect, like a scanner, a printer. You will also be able to do that. Of course, you need to have the compatible ones with Odoo, so you can go on our Odoo website for that, the hardware page, to see what the different guidelines are. So now we have created our warehouses, we have created our POSes, we have activated some options here into the POS settings. The next step would be to actually make sure the products are going to be available in the POS. So for that, I'm just going here into my Odoo database. We can see the product catalog is shared basically between the different applications. And I need to, let's open
the Polo one, maybe.
But it's not available in POS, that's why. So here we have our Odoo Polo Purple. What you need to make sure is that it's available in POS. So why is that very important? Because if it's checked as available in POS, we're going to actually load the product into the point of sale. And this is actually interesting. Why? Because we offer the offline feature. So if you go offline, you will be able to still do a sale, a simple sale. No, not all features are actually supported, but this will prevent you from losing this info, and this way all the products will be loaded. So I can actually select this. Let me just make sure that all the other products are available as well. I could actually do it via mass edit here. So I could actually select the different products. Here via the selection, I check the box, and here it just asks me if I want to do the same for all the products. So let's do this. So here we have the different products. Now, of course, what I would need to do as well is add some stock.
Yeah, I was wondering, because at the moment...
I have not yet. So let's take our product, and we're going to add some stock here for our 2 shops. So let me add some stock for Brussels, and let me add some stock as well for Louvain-la-Neuve. So that's very easy. Of course, you would do it via reception, but here I'm just doing it on the spot. Now the next thing would be to make sure that our promotion programs are also available into our point of sale. So we have really a full omnichannel experience with our customers. So I'm going here on the loyalty program, and I can see it's available in all POSes, so that's actually great. And let's just make sure our gift card is activated as well. And here we can also see that it's checked for the POSes and actually for all. So I think we're ready to start our first sales now.
Let's imagine that I go to the Brussels store and I want to buy, I don't know, whatever product you actually propose to me.
Okay, so here I'm opening my session. That would be the case in the beginning of the day. I'm opening my register, and now I'm just waiting for my client to come.
Here I am.
And so he's going to buy, of course, the Odoo Polo. I can either scan the product, of course, or I can just select it here or search by name. So here you can see we have the product. And now I will choose the customer.
I do have a custom account, actually.
Okay, so let's go ahead. What's your name?
It was Juliette.
Juliette.
I recently made an order online. So
perfect. You live in Louvain-la-Neuve, right?
Yeah, that's
perfect.
It, yeah.
So we can actually select Juliette here. You can actually see also that we have the balance of the loyalty points. So I can add Juliette. You can also see that with this new sale, she's going to win an extra 55 points. And here you see the button action that's actually blue. So we can click on that, and we see Juliette has a reward that she can actually claim. So let's go ahead and claim the reward. And here you can see she gets like €5 on her order because she reached the maximum, the amount of points she needed for it to be activated.
It's very nice that the promotion program is really following the fact that, okay, I made an order online and I'm available to have a discount thanks to that online order.
Exactly.
In the point of sales.
We have this full omnichannel experience, which makes that great. So let's go ahead. Now we just need to pay the order. Of course, here I can choose if the client pay by cash, card, or customer account. Let's say by card. I could create an invoice or not, and I can just validate. And that's it. Basically, we have the receipt that we can also send by email. Here, I just did that. We have the email address of Juliette, which makes it very, very easy to do. So I think that's it. Now,
very nice.
What would be really great is to actually have some click and collect.
I completely agree. Well, let's see now how we can actually connect our e-commerce to our our local physical store in order for a customer to buy product online and come in the stores to pick up his product. So in order to do that, I just have to go back to the backend. And now there is a setting in the website application that is called Click and Collect. So I just have to find it and to activate it. Once it's activated, Odoo is going to do two things. The first thing is going to generate a new delivery method, and it's also going to activate or actually install a new payment method that we're going to see right now. So the first thing is going to be the delivery method. The new one that has been created is the pickup in source. That will allow my customer to come pick his product directly in the store. Here we have the warehouse. It's actually not published yet. I can actually, I have to add this, of course, first. I can actually set the different warehouse of my different physical stores. So as we are selling in Brussels and in Louvain-la-Neuve, I can click on those, select them, and publish it. So that's the very first thing I want to do. The second thing is, but it's going to be activated automatically. If I go within my website, in the configuration, and in the payment provider, we can see that we do have pay on site. So I'm actually able to order online, but decide to pay at the store, which is very convenient. So here it's not published yet, so I'm going to make it available online. So now that it's done, let's see what our Polo product page looks like for our Juliette customer. So if I go back within my Odoo Polo here, we can see that now we have the pickup in stores option available. So if I click on it, I'm now available to see, okay, where are located, where are the two physical stores located. I can select them, and I can also see the available quantity. So let's see that, okay, I want to buy something from Brussels. I choose this location. Add it to my cart, view cart. I actually have earned, again, 50, like a €5 discount, thanks to my physical purchase that we just did with Hermine. Not gonna use it right now. Click on checkout, and you see here, I'm in the checkout, I'm still able to, okay, actually no, I wanna be delivered at home, or actually no, I wanna pick this product but in another place. So you see I'm still able to change my mind for the delivery process. If I click on confirm, here you can see that I could actually pay online like I just did before, but it wouldn't be very interesting for you guys. But I can click on pay on site. So I click on pay now, and now the order is being processed. So thank you for order. It has been confirmed. I have a new reference. So now everything has been done. Maybe Hermine, you can show us,
yes,
okay, what is going to happen in the point of sales application.
So of course I can see the order from my backend here. So I can open the order of Juliette, and what I can see here, it has not been delivered, of course, and it has not been invoiced. So indeed we did not pay online. We paid. We chose to pay actually at the store,
yep,
which we can actually also see here into the chatter, which is quite convenient. So the idea would be indeed when our client Juliette is coming back. Of course, we have prepared the product. We can send an email as well to say, Juliette, your product is ready to be picked up. So the next thing to do would be, of course, to deliver the product and, of course, pay for the order. And this you can do into the POS fully. So I'm going to open here my point of sale again. And if I go here in my action menu, you can see that I have a link here with all the orders created from the e-commerce. And I can go ahead and look for Juliette's order. Of course, I could filter as well on Juliette to find her order, and we find here the the SO15 that we created, that we can actually settle into the POS, meaning we're going to deliver and we're going to pay as well. Okay. So the POS is going to deliver automatically. I can proceed to the payment, and here, of course, like I said previously, you can actually pay by card or by cash. Doesn't really matter here, and I can validate my order. So what I can see, if I go now into my backend and I go ahead and take my order, so it was order 15, I can see now that both are invoiced, they're paid in the post, and of course my polo is delivered.
Yeah.
And I have a full traceability of what happened here via my post order that I created. And of course you see the picking here. That is being validated, it's done, so my stock has been adapted as well.
Okay, then super powerful actually. All right, but no, okay, let's imagine that Juliette is coming back maybe 3 days later to say that actually the size does not fit her. So what can we propose?
Okay,
to her?
that's not an issue at all. Of course, you need to decide for your return policy how you want to manage that. But if she's, let's say, between the 30 days, you can just scan the product and then you can just put a negative quantity. So a negative quantity actually means you're going to have the stock returned into your shop, and of course you need to pay the customer.
Okay.
Now here you have a few choices, and this you need to decide as well for yourself. Either you pay by cash, or you could also use our loyalty programs like the gift card program actually to reimburse the customer in a dematerialized version. So I just need to actually select the gift card. You will see that the amount is directly loaded on the gift card, and now you can proceed. Of course, she has nothing to pay, but what's nice here is that she will receive a gift card that's been generated right here that she can actually use on the website. So here we have the document, and you can see the code here that can be used on the website.
Yeah, okay, shall we try it? Or
yeah, indeed, let's see how it works.
Okay, perfect. So let's imagine, I don't know, I received this card or someone gave it to me actually because it was my birthday. Then of course, everybody can use it if he has the code. So yeah, here Juliette is gonna be actually buy, I actually don't know if all these products are available, so we're gonna still go for the Odoo Polo. I'm gonna add it to my cart. Here I don't wanna do click and collect, I wanna directly buy it from the stock, like the main warehouse, so the stock of the website. I actually have a gift card, so I can just set the code, click on apply, and you see here I have actually have a full reduction because the amount of the Odoo Purple is the amount of my gift card, and so I can now check out without having to pay anything unless here the delivery. So let's click confirm, but I think you saw the entire flow. So I could just go, okay, let's do with the card. I do once again with my fake credit card with the CSV. Nope. And I can click on pay now. So now I'm actually having a free product, and I just have to pay for the delivery to get the product delivered at my place. Well, I think we managed to do the full flow that we talked about in the beginning of this video. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's good, no?
Very good. So we created an e-commerce very easily. We opened 2 points of sales, and we used the Omnichannel loyalty programs and gift cards.
Okay. All right. So maybe a bit of a summary of the key features. So thanks to this webinar and this live demo, like we really see that we have a full product catalog integration. So as you previously, so you were able to quickly make the e-commerce
available in the post.
Exactly, yes, so that was very convenient. The payment provider integration, so here we use Stripe, but we could use Molly and a lot of them. You can have a look at the payment provider directly in Odoo. The shipping carrier, so we were connected with bpost, allowing us to automatically calculate the shipping cost and generate the shipping label, automatically being printed with the software, the hardware that we have around us. That's actually the third point, the hardware, the integration. Maybe you can say something about this. Yes,
indeed. So like we said, you can have online providers, but you can also have payment terminal integrations. We have integrations with Worldline, Ingenico, Adyen, Stripe, Viva Wallet, and some more. So just check if they're available in your country, and you can actually set them up. So you could also, of course, integrate your printers, your scanners, depending on the hardware that you need. A customer display, it really depends on you. Just make sure to follow the Odoo guidelines on the website. And of course, we saw that we have some real-time stock update in the shop, but also on the e-commerce. So it can go both ways if you need to connect the stock of the store to your e-commerce.
Yeah, okay, so we also saw the availability to make a click and collect. It was quite easy to configure. You activate the setting, you define the warehouse of the physical stores you want to enable, and it's a piece of cake. And then the fidelity program, as you saw, we are able to really have the fidelity program going through the entire sales channel, which is very nice, because I remember back in the days, like I was making a purchase online and I was going to the store, and then the guy was not able to find an account, and then I have like 2 accounts, and it was kind of a mess. So yeah, I think we really solved that problem.
Great.
So yeah, thank you very much everyone for attending this demo. We're gonna have a Q&A session in a few seconds or a few minutes. Stay there, ask whatever question you may have, and we're gonna try to answer them with Hermine. All right, welcome back, guys. So don't hesitate to send questions, because for the moment there are not many actually. So maybe the demonstration was super clear or clear enough. So yeah, we're gonna go through the question. But if you have more, don't hesitate to send. Maybe you see one for you.
Yes, we can maybe start with Jome's question. So how to make discounts for families, for stores, units, discount by product quantity. So let's see together how the discount actually work in Odoo. So for that, I'm going to go into my backend. And I'm going to take my loyalty programs here. Now you can see we have some discounts and loyalty here, and the gift cards and e-wallet just under, okay? Now, maybe it's interesting to discuss the promotions, but what you can actually see, so we have some predefined program types. So if you see here, we have some coupons, loyalty card, promotions, discount codes, buy X, get Y, BOGO, maybe you know it under that name, and next order coupon. So those are already pre-configured, and you could actually use them. So let's take maybe here the buy X, get Y. So what you can see here is, of course, you have a start and end date. You could limit usage if you say, okay, I would like to have 100 of those and not more. And then you can choose where it's actually available. So you can choose for which point of sale it is just by clicking here and selecting the shop in Brussels, for instance. By default, if it's left empty, it's going to be available for across all stores, basically. But here you can just choose one and say it's just for that one. You could actually associate a price list, which means it's only going to be available when you use that price list. And then what you need to understand, it's the same for all promotion programs, is that you have some rules. So the rules are going to define how you get points that you can actually exchange against rewards. So here you see it's the buy X get Y program. So you need to buy a quantity of minimum 2 products with a minimum of 50 euros. And this will actually grant you 1 point per unit paid, but you could of course do it per order or per euro spent, as you can see here. And you could also choose to do it only for our Odoo Polo. So here you can make it available for all products or only for a few. Now, once you have that, you will exchange those points against rewards. So here you have the free product, for instance, that you can, of course, choose as well. So let's say here the Odoo one. And the quantity reward is just 1. So here you exchange for 2 credits. Okay, so that's just one example. It's the BOGO one. And let's take maybe another just to get the idea. So here you could just have a promotion. And here the idea is you do not need to buy a minimum quantity, just a minimum of 50 euros, but of course you can change that. And here you will just grant 1 point per euro, and of course you will set the reward. Here it's a discount, so a discount on the order, 10%, but you could also choose a free product, free shipping, and so on. So that's how it works. Now for families, it doesn't really work for families, but you can create, of course, a contact which will be the family name, and they can all use that. So I would say you can actually use it this way.
And just here to add something, here in the you have the product domain, so you can actually really use that tool to really filter toward which product this promotion program is going to be available. It's going to be available for all your product, or some only from services product, like product type, or you can really filter and define what product is going to be taken into account for that promotion program. So just have a look at this, and I'm sure you're going to be able to configure it the proper way.
Okay, let's see if we have other questions right now. So we also have a question here about warehouses in US, Canada, but I'm not sure we get the question. If you can maybe specify.
A West Coast and East Coast warehouse, could I set up a point of sale so when I get an order, desist? Like, I don't know if the... maybe you are limited in terms of character, but if you can finish that sentence, that would be nice for us.
Then maybe while we're waiting, we have a question here about how to change products, the prices of products in batch, basically.
Yeah. Then there are actually many ways you can work with. We can work with price lists, like, or you can mass update with the product sales price, as you saw for the. I don't know. We wanted to publish our product. No, we wanted to put our online our published product in the e-commerce in the point of sales application. But so yeah, if you have the you can use the price list. So if you want to mass update like prices, then you can add rules, and so you can either like select a specific product directly, or if you add a line, you will see that you can actually I'm gonna set target a product, a category, or all my product. So this feature is very nice if at some point you want to say, okay, maybe because you also have the validity period, but you can say, okay, from tomorrow till the end of the month, I want to have like 10% off on all my product, because I don't want to manually change all my sales price. Manually would take a lot of time, so you can use this. You can set also a fixed price, so if you want to actually just define, okay, on my product, don't know if that would make sense, but if you want to set like €5 sales price to all your product or product category and stuff like this, you can really take that take advantage of this feature. Otherwise,
you could also just export the different
definitely
products and import
definitely
the prices.
So if you are here, so for instance, we have 16 product. If you want, like, the feature of exporting and importing in Odoo is quite easy. So if you want to, let's say, okay, all these product at the moment they have a sales price that are quite different. If you want, you can just select them. You click action. You want to export. Make sure that you select this, because like this Odoo will update thanks to the unique ID of the product. And here you can select the field that you wanna use. So available in post. So actually we could have made what we did before, not really manually, but directly in the software. We can also do that via import. So export our product and then export the field available in post and just set that it's a true value instead of false value, and it will be updated automatically. So here, let's say that I just want to have the name and sales price. I can export it. Odoo is gonna generate me an Excel file, and then actually I could just change this price and import again in Odoo. I don't know if you want me to do it or we just, let's say, okay, we're gonna make it so 60. So everybody, all the products are gonna be at 60 euro sales price. I'm gonna save my product, desktop, update price. I can click on save. Perfect. Now I can go back to Odoo. I'm gonna click here, import record, upload data. I'm gonna search for my document here. Okay, so thanks to the ID, Odoo is able to automatically match an existing product in the database. The name, I don't want to update it. I just want to hit update the list price. I can click on test. Everything seems valid. I can click on import. And now you see, of course, I don't think it makes a lot of sense, but you can see that the sales price have been updated. So
Great.
yeah, here the question are there.
Great. So I see a question as well on how to issue a physically loyalty card. So that's very interesting, actually, and I'm going to show you how you could use them. Now, we don't really print the loyalty cards, but what you can do is just buy cards that you can give to the customers. Now, what you need to know about that, if you use that feature, is that we have what you call the barcode nomenclature. So if you go here into the point of sales configuration and you open that menu, those are actually the rules that define how we're going to read a certain barcode. It's the same with discount barcodes, with weighted barcodes, but also customer barcodes. And what you can see here is that the encoding doesn't really matter, but it's a type client. What matters here is a barcode pattern. So by default, it's 042. So when Odoo reads a barcode that starts with 042, he knows it's going to be a customer barcode. So this, of course, you can adapt if the cards you buy are different. So let me show how you could use that. If we take our customer Juliette, so I'm going to take her here. When you go into the Sales and Purchase tab, you can add here a barcode. Okay, so if you put 042 and then let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 to make it easy, this is a barcode that Odoo can actually read. So I'm going to just show you that into the point of sale. To ease the job a bit, I'm going to use the debug window that can simulate actually barcodes. Okay, what you need to pay attention to is actually what's happening here in the customer tab. So I'm going to scan the product, the barcode, and you see Juliette is immediately identified. So that's very easy. And of course, when you have a new customer, you can just create him and of course scan the barcode that you're going to give and put the value here. So that's easy to identify customers and have the promotion programs, loyalty programs that apply directly.
Okay, very nice.
Good. Let's go ahead and see if we have other questions.
I think we have answered to
I think
all
that's
of them,
it
actually.
indeed.
All right. In any case, like if you have more questions, don't hesitate to contact Odoo directly. We'd be happy to answer your question. Apart from this, thank you so much for being here today. It was a pleasure giving this demo. Thank you to Hermine for helping me. And I guess see you next time.